Are we live? I think we're live. Where's the people?
Hello, hello.
It looks like we're live. We are live. Sorry, guys. The computer was all fucked up. We're lucky to even be on right now. So if you're pissed off or late, eat a dick. If you're not, we're glad to have you. But the computer is fucked, which is going to cause problems for next week for sure. So like I said, just be happy. We're fucking here to begin with. Black History Month, first show of the Black History Month. We got a black guy with us. And of course, Superugly's taking off for a couple shows this month because you know us. You know us in this month. We ain't having it. We ain't having it. Yeah, MLK, Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill, and Malcolm X. That's all you're going to learn in school. So, yeah, they don't teach you nothing else. Every year it's the same thing. You learn about more. You hear the I Hear a Dream speech. You hear about Harriet Tubman, and that's about the extent that you get.
Cartoon where you go back in history.
Yeah.
Goes back in history and sees Martin.
Yeah. Well, and if you're lucky, you might watch Roots. And the reason why I say you're lucky because, you know, any movie in school was good. Yeah. You know?
You got off from here and fucking teacher talk. It was the best.
So is everyone hearing us? Can, you know, I know the picture is up. Like I said, we were all blacked out. We couldn't have blacked out. Look at that again.
For the people.
Yeah, you know, even the computer was in on Black History Month. But if you can hear us, just write in the chat you can hear us because, like I said, this fucking literally got lucky. I had to restart this computer 30 fucking times. It just wouldn't go to the Windows screen. Like, it was just black.
You look like a hacker. You look like Neo in the Matrix.
I was trying to fucking screen mirror it to the TV over here. I was trying to get it to my Mac over here. Everything, it was just complete. You know, why am I asking, can you hear us? I can. Oh, yeah, we're good. All right. Yeah, I asked them. Oh, I literally have the show on in front of me. But Richie disappointed his niece greatly. He was supposed to come here with his daughter, and nah. He shows up, fucking no daughter, but he's got Starbucks, which, you know, no one drinks Starbucks, so that was good. Yeah, I think the only one that took it was my oldest daughter because she just likes any kind of, you know, well, just flavored coffee. You know, she used to work at Dunkin' Donuts. She was drinking those fucking big frozen things, like 3 a day. And then after she stopped working there, she started getting headaches. She's like, I don't know why I'm getting headaches. I'm like, because you're a fucking fiend for caffeine. Yeah. I'm like, you're not drinking all that fucking caffeine anymore. So, but we're here. For how long? I don't know. I don't think there's going to be an unfiltered marriage tonight. Jess was kind of on the outs because we had to start so late here. So there's not going to be one tonight. Maybe there'll be one next week if things go all right with the computer. I mean, it's on Richie to get this thing looked at, so
it probably never happened.
It's probably not going to get looked at, unfortunately. I'm going to see if I can work something out on my MacBook here. I have the OBS program now on here. I literally just did it as the screen popped up here, so I didn't really get to run anything or connect anything. But I think I might be able to connect everything to the Mac because I have 2 USB ports and I have an auxiliary port, which it looks like that's all we really need. So we might, I mean, there's an extra USB plugged in there for some reason. I don't know why. And I know there's one of them is hooked up to the board.
They make the adapters, though, right? The
yeah.
USB adapters.
But I have everything you need. But he's got extra USBs plugged in there. I don't know what, like, I know this camera, I think, is plugged in there for some, like, really, say, out of here. Maybe that's the reason why, you know, shit's all fucked up. He's got too many things in there plugged in for no fucking reason. So, but, all right, we're here. It's Black History Month. Pat's here. We always enjoy Pat's company. Richie's not, thank God. Like I said, he walks in disappointed his goddaughter. All day, my daughter's sitting there. Can't wait for Sunny to come, Richie's daughter, because they hang out, they play together. All day. This kid, they see each other, you know, every other week, stuff like that, but they're on the phone with each other till 1 in the morning all the time.
So she's like super excited.
They're constantly, yeah.
And Richie disappoints as per usual.
Richie walks in with fucking coffee and airheads, but no kid. And
He stopped at the gas station to get the airheads.
Yeah.
Picked up a Dunkin' Donuts.
And his excuse is, well, my 4-wheel drive's all fucked up. I'm like, but you got here. You got the Starbucks. You got your 4-wheel drive somehow impedes you from getting your daughter? Like, how does that work?
It's crazy.
Like, the worst excuse ever. Literally the worst excuse ever.
He's an asshole. And it's crazy because I just shop all day. I've been calling him an asshole, douchebag, this and that.
And so well deserved. And then he tries to, like downplay your service.
Oh yeah.
Because you weren't in a war, but you were lucky that Donald Trump didn't have a war during the time you were in service.
Like I said, I think I said it a couple episodes back. My buddy actually pressed the button and shot the missile to Syria.
Yeah.
Destroyed it. It was in my,
But I mean, Donald Trump pulled out mad troops. Like he was like, there's no reason for us to be in these wars. So he pulled it out.
honestly, as far as commander in chief goes, he was good. I don't think he was bad.
Well, I saw a great quote from a president. It was in one of the comics I'm actually reading. Like Richard Nixon was in the Sandman comics. There's this story arc of this kid. His parents name him Prez, like Prez, and he actually becomes the youngest president. Like they get a law where you can be 18 and become, and he becomes and he's the greatest president ever. Like everybody loves him. Nobody was mad at anything he did. And then one night he has this visit from Richard Nixon, and Richard Nixon looks at him. He goes, "Yeah, pretty much."
Like fucking Ghost of Christmas Past.
And he says to him, he goes, "No president during their presidency is a good president. It's after the fact. And then in hindsight, people look back and go, you know what? He was pretty good." But think about it. Like every president I've ever lived through, everyone trashes. They all trash him. But then in hindsight, they go, you know what? Bush wasn't that bad. Clinton wasn't that bad. Like Bush during his presidency was a joke to everybody. Like he was getting shitted on and it just a constant joke. But then once Obama got in, everyone was like, you know what? He was all right. Like, and truthfully, he wasn't the worst. He wasn't the best, but he wasn't made out to what everyone made him out to be. And I think in the end, especially after this administration, this guy's done what, like 40 fucking executive orders in 2 weeks? Like he's running rampant. He's a maniac, this fucking guy. Combined. Like the last 5 combined, he's done more in a week.
Like 15 of them was like shit you couldn't live with. I think there's 2 that are like good, and then the rest of them are just
like the rest of them did like 4 or 5 in their first week just to be like, hey, I'm president, let's see what I can get away with. This motherfucker's done, no joke, like 40 and he's been president, I think, 2 weeks now? Like that's kind of crazy. And in hindsight, people are going to look back and go, you know what? Trump wasn't that bad. Like he may have said some dumb shit. He may have, Well, that absolutely. He definitely kept you entertained. But, as far as a president goes, I look at it and I'm like, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't. But whatever. We're not going to get into all that because we're here. We want to have a good time. We want to give you guys some entertainment. Let me tweet this out real fast. Pat, you got anything you want to say?
Happy Black History Month for those of you that celebrate. Normally I celebrate privately. But
now, as a black family, though, like, you guys don't give a shit about this month, right? Like, or do you?
I'm mixed. So, like, my mom is Dominican, but she married an Italian.
So wait, you're Dominican? You're not black then?
I'm Dominican. My dad's Haitian.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait, he's Haitian and Italian?
Haitian and Dominican. She remarried my sister's father. He's Italian.
Wait, hold up. So what is your lineage?
My lineage is Dominican and Haitian. So technically, I'm Hispanic.
All right, no, Haitians though are considered black.
Yeah.
They're just Caribbean black. They're like
They're like Jamaicans.
Yeah, they're just Caribbean black. But okay, all right. So you're kind of like borderline black. Yeah.
My skin color makes me celebrate Black History Month.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if anyone looked at you, no one would be like, that's not a black guy. Yeah, they'd be like, he's fucking Haitian and Dominican. Don't worry, Rich. I got it to work. Rich. Yeah. No, I didn't. We're just live and going, and we're just doing this for fun. Like me and him just decided we're just gonna do it anyway.
All right.
But yeah, no, I got it working, pal.
Richie, how much do you feel like a piece of shit today?
I mean, fine, actually.
Well, you failed on bringing the daughter.
I saved the day just now.
No, you didn't save the day. You corrected your mistake. You didn't save the day. You corrected your mistake.
No, all the kids are happy. I was.
Yeah. That's like him taking the test for the second time and passing with a 65 and being like, no, I did great. No,
I brought my daughter over here. Everybody was all happy. It was all
yes,
smiles.
after you caused fucking misery.
Yeah, but one thing, I was never told. I said
That's
I was
a
gonna,
lie.
I said I was gonna
Jess
bring her
has
over
the
here.
texts.
Yeah.
Jess has the texts. Like he's trying to play it off like texts don't exist. Like this isn't 1989 where he could have said it on the phone and then lie and be like, I never said that. And then it's me versus you. It's literally in the words. Yeah, I'm gonna bring her. Like he's just the worst. And then he fails on the computer end. So of course Rock swoops in and saves the day. You know,
I said he was like Neo. Like, called him the Matrix.
that's why they call me the whole fucking show, Mr. Tuesday Night, the Apollo Creed of the brand.
He almost
You know?
hooked it to the TV at one point. We had the Mac set up.
Dude, I was fucking getting creative over here. I even put OBS on the Mac.
Really?
What else was I was going to try? Because we can hook everything up to this.
Can we?
I mean, I have the auxiliary. I have 2 USBs. What else do we need?
Yeah. I don't know.
Right? We don't need anything else. You had an extra fucking USB plugged in here for this thing that no one ever uses, so I unhooked that.
Yeah,
Because
no, we got to send this off to get repaired, or use another computer.
well, we could use this. We just have to get the settings from this to this.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't see why we can't use this. OBS doesn't run that heavy.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's literally just YouTube and OBS. So there should be no reason.
In your hands, basically.
And we know
Yeah.
Apple's pretty much run great for the most part.
Yeah.
Like they don't really run
Christian
like
can
shit.
actually hook up my my good camera.
So here, oh yeah.
Who? Christian? Chinese Christian?
No.
Black Christian barbershop.
All right. Well, tonight, take this home with you.
Oh no. And what do I got to do?
Whatever you need to do to get it fixed.
He said, "Oh no."
What do you mean? You know people. You know people who know computers.
I guess so.
You,
know
what,
what?
didn't
Give it
Chinese Christian do this originally?
Sean
No.
can fuck with it too. Sean's like real big.
Is he?
Makes computers. Yeah.
All right.
Like,
So give it to him and tell him we need it by Tuesday.
Why don't you give it to Pat?
No, because it's your shit. Pat is a guest.
Just go home.
What is he good for?
What is he good for? He's good for a third mic to hop in every now and then and be here.
Oh my God.
That's what he's
he
good
didn't even
for.
serve our fucking country. This guy.
Here we go.
Son of a bitch. This son of a bitch. Luckily,
I'm just
luckily he
kidding.
wasn't called into war. Thank God. So I have my good pal here now to do a show with me.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, listen, I'm gonna be running late to this war. I can't do this right now. I got a lot of shit going on right now. I can't make it.
Oh my god. Well, technically, I'm still on contract to get called in. I got another year.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's
once
fucking
once
awesome.
you're discharged, you're still obligated if they do call you.
So it's like,
That
it's like
y-
a draft.
Yeah.
What if a whole bunch of fucking pirates started invading?
And honestly,
Right,
with the administration that's in now, they're itching to start a war because that helps their friends and all their buddies with their wartime money.
all about the money.
That's what America is. It's just a business. It's anyone who thinks it's not is fucking crazy.
You know, the Japs.
Whoa, 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 whoa! The Japanese, the
You know, he didn't
Japanese.
He didn't finish the sentence, bro.
If they flew in, you know, on their parachutes,
Yeah. Like the movie.
being for their money, you know.
Except that was Russians.
Was it Russians in
Red
Dawn?
Red Dawn, yeah. Well, there were Russians and right?
Yeah, Red Dawn was Russians or Serbians. Same thing,
Yeah.
though, right?
The Oriental.
Oriental. I think even that's wrong. I don't think you could say Oriental
Really?
anymore.
Correct. But you know
It's
what
not
Americans
politically
make me laugh
correct.
all the time? Chinaman.
Chinaman, yeah.
Where, the Chinaman attack.
Like why were Vietnamese called Charlie?
Yeah, I don't know.
You, like, why'd they call him Charlie?
Yeah.
Does anyone know in the chat? Somebody, if you got an answer for that. But I always wondered. I'm like, why Charlie?
Yeah.
That's just
Chinaman used to always make me laugh.
Yeah,
Like, what is that?
Chinaman.
Like, we don't go American men.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's the American men. They don't call us
It,
like that.
well, it rolls
I
off
had
the
a
tongue little
question.
better.
I had a question. You're pretty educated. You're not, so I'm gonna point this towards your way. Columbus came here. We decided to call them Indians. They totally weren't Indians. This wasn't India, but fuck it. We were like, we're calling you Indians. Then Indians was wrong, so we said we're gonna call them Native Americans, right? Which still, whatever. But what were they called before all that? Like, what?
What do they call themselves?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we call them that?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, what is there's
It's-
like
it's
there's
actually
a
a
lot
good
of tribes.
point.
They got the Wantapole.
No, but even still, like they must have been like collectively called something. Like all Asians are called Asians. You know what I mean? Like they were in this country first, right? And you know,
Hold on, so you skip me and ask him like he's gonna know this.
because he might,
Fuck you, Richie.
dude. Soldiers they have a lot of time to read. Like my cousin, when he was in the military, he started reading out of nowhere because they got nothing else to do, really. Like you got a lot of when you have downtime, you're just sitting in the barracks, just chilling.
Yeah.
You know, so he read like a fucking maniac. And before he left here, the motherfucker never read a book in his life.
It is a good question though. What do they call each other before we came
I
over
don't
and
think-
destroyed
I
their
don't
whole
think they
shit?
would know.
Well, I want to get to that too because
If you're locked in a room by yourself for 20 years and you never know there's an outside world and outside people, and then you meet people, you know, what did you call yourself? You were just you. They
Yeah.
didn't think there wasn't a name, you know, there wasn't a label on it.
yeah,
because
but no, but
they
you
thought that
still
everyone
like they
was.
but they weren't the only ones though. Like the Native Americans came here from Mexico, South America. They migrated north.
Well, they said
You know what I mean?
if you go back like scientifically with the Pangea, with the before
My cigarette on that
Asia,
side? Oh no, I got it. Never mind.
before East Asia broke off,
Yeah.
into its own thing from the West Coast of America, they said that's how they would come up. So their descent is actually fucking Asian, just like Hawaii or the islands.
Yeah.
They're kind of the Philippines, for example. Those
They're now like pan something, right? Pan like because they're like
They're all
Pacific
from
thing.
Pacific,
Yeah.
Pacific Asian Islander is all like
Like the Japanese and
yeah,
all that
100%.
shit.
And then as
But Hawaii must have been like a part of that, like, cause the Samoans kind of have like an Asian look. Some of them, not all of them.
Same thing with
But-
the Filipinos.
Yeah, Filipinos, Vietnamese, they all Cantonese in
So-
Cambodia.
I think they came from Asia originally.
You
But,
think so?
Everybody came from Africa. Black history.
Well, yeah, and we all know Jesus is black. So, but and then also like to stick on the Native American thing, because everyone is like, oh, the poor Native Americans. The white man came here and took over this country, and I read a great quote. What country wasn't founded in blood and murder?
Every single one.
So why does America get a bad rap for doing it? Like every country did that.
Great fucking-
That's how all countries were brought up, through war, blood, and murder. And then not
You
for
wanna know
nothing.
why?
Also, hold up though. Also, why are we acting like the Native Americans were like these kind, nice people? They were fucking savage, murdering, raping, like.
Everybody was back then.
But like, I mean, they would kill, and they wouldn't just kill you. They fucking killed you. Like they tortured, they maimed. You saw Bone Tomahawk with Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Like that is how they were. They didn't.
Some, not all though.
Yes, but still, like we're acting like they were these peaceful, like nice people. Like they weren't killing the colonials either.
A lot back then was more the savagery was more looked at as
It's just the colonials were
but that's what
smarter
that was
and they
their-
outsmarted them, so they get the bad rap. But it's like, yo.
No, but you're talking about their gangbangers. Come on. That's a far
No,
fucking
dude,
reach
when
what
they
you're saying.
fought each other, dude, they sacrificed their own to the sun gods. Like, stop it. They were
Yeah, but
fucking
that's-
maniacs.
Yeah, but not over here. Over here, they were.
Yeah,
fucking,
it's everywhere.
They were colonized over here.
Scalping motherfuckers.
Oh my god, you guys watch too much fucking TV. Really? You guys think that?
No, we know
chopping heads over
history.
here?
We know history. This is
Yeah,
history.
but they were regular families over here. You guys
they
watch
were
too much
just living-
TV.
It was like Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck it was.
But like the colonial people get such a bad rap, and it's like, no, they founded a country like everybody else did. Not founded. They came to a country like every other country. Somebody did at some point,
Yeah, of course.
and murdered and took over. They won. Like they were the stronger force.
Fucking, Egypt, when he-
Alexander the Great went everywhere.
He took it from what was her name? Cleopatra.
Dude, he literally went from country to country for more than a decade, murdering and maiming literally everybody until there was no one else to fight.
Genghis Khan.
The Romans.
Yeah, the Romans.
Like everybody did it.
Caesar.
But for some reason, America's such a pussified country that they're embarrassed of their own culture.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Romans look at that and go, "We were the fucking Romans, motherfucker." Like we ran shit for centuries. We were England the same way. We ran shit for. They still have kings and queens in England.
Yeah.
They don't mean nothing, but they still have it. They're proud of their heritage. America, for some reason,
We
is
love
embarrassed
to
of
be-
everything.
You
We
think
love.
we'd be better if we were a monarchy? You think if
Hell
we were
no.
just-
No, we wouldn't be able to. That's what we wanted to get away from. You know, the whole reason we left England was because of that shit. The monarchy and all that shit.
Charles the 15th.
Whatever the fuck he was. The whole thing's stupid.
Fuck him.
King and queen. Like, overthrow them. Fuck them, king and queen. Like, how...
But if you're right though. If you look back, and what was the thing in France? Was it French? There's a point in France's history. I can't remember. It's like the bloody era or whatever, and it's just a bunch of fucking massacres.
Yeah.
And the people just riding and killing leaders and beheading people. You know, it's all through history.
But for some reason, like, the American people are
We want to
guilted.
enslave ourselves.
No, but
We do.
they were all guilted into feeling bad about our heritage and our
Yes.
culture. Like, even the slavery thing. Yes, it was terrible. But everybody did it. It wasn't just America. Literally every country had slaves.
America was the last to abolish, like, and it was frowned upon in like European countries
Because we were the newest to do it, though. Also,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Our history is very new, so everybody
Like,
remembers
we're only-
everything about America.
we're
You gotta
only-
think 60, 70 years
We're
ago,
not even
even
300
Yeah.
years
50
old.
years ago, people were drinking from different fucking water fountains.
We're gonna be what 250 years old in 26, right? 26 will be 200. That's for a country. We're a baby.
Yeah.
We are a baby. Every other country has been around for thousands of years. Thousands of years. America is not even 250 years old. But you sit there and you go, oh, look at all the bad things we did. Yeah, but we did bad things, but we did bad things for such a little amount of time compared to everyone else. Like slavery was around for what, 100 years? 200 years in America? Not even 200. 150 years at most in America.
It was all
Yeah,
around the world.
we go through a lot of different phases very fast.
And we realized, yeah, that's fucked up. We shouldn't do that. Very fast. Where other civilizations, it took them centuries to realize that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we are very adaptable as a species.
Exactly, the pyramids. The Egyptians had slaves for thousands of years building those pyramids.
Yeah. And it only took us a couple generations.
I doubt in Egypt they're all like, oh man, the slave thing. Real like they moved on.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
And I'm
about
not
any of
saying
that.
like you should forget it. Remember your history, remember your culture. But it shouldn't be this fucking stain forever.
Yeah.
Like, and not just the slavery thing. I'm talking about the Native American thing. I'm talking about the coming here and taking this country. Yeah, again.
Americans I feel like is worse because in a way
We almost wiped them out. That was like almost genocide.
Yeah.
At least the
Andrew Jackson, fucking the Trail of Tears.
yeah.
When he just made them fucking walk across.
They just kill him. If you saw him, just kill him. There was actually
Just because he was like, fuck you.
there was actually rewards for Native American scalps. Like you would get like $100 a scalp. So people were just going around scalping Native Americans just to collect the money.
Fucked up. You got Lewis and Clark with Sacagawea. You think they were definitely fucking up.
Oh, of course they were.
Like, she was like, they write her as, like, she
Absolutely.
was like some Pocahontas wind spirit.
Maybe not though. Like we could, we don't
Wasn't
know.
she pregnant at one point?
I don't know her whole story, but but like you sit there and like
Yeah, but that's our thing. Like we're the best people because we go through this shit fast and we.
yeah, but we also
prosper
have
from
all
it.
these fucking people that want to feel bad for everybody because it's not about them feeling bad. It's about them getting the pat on the back to be like, I'm a good person because I think this was wrong. We all think it's wrong. And we're not saying it should happen today, but don't act like, we should all feel bad about our heritage and we should all like walk around with this fucking stain on us and you're not allowed to anymore. That's the biggest thing. You're not allowed to.
You're really not.
Be American. But yeah, it's like fucked up.
Like it's almost to the point where if you fly a flag, people might call you racist for flying the American flag at this point. Like I was arguing with this guy yesterday on Twitter about the Confederate flag. And I'm like, do you think it's possible that some people who fly that flag aren't racist and see it as a sign of their heritage of Southern culture? And he's like, well, don't you know what the Union fought the South? Yes, I do. I'm not an idiot. But again, you're dancing around my question. Is it possible that some people who wave that flag wave it as a Southern pride thing and it has nothing to do with racism or
I'll tell
slavery?
you about the girl that I knew this girl when I was in the Navy. I served with her 4 years. One of my great friends. Her father, she grew up in the South. Father's completely racist. She hates black people. Drops the N-word in the house all the time. She was friends with me. Never wore the Confederate flag bathing suit when we were in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because to her, and we had a conversation about this, it was like
It's a Southern
pride.
thing.
She's like,
Yes.
this is like it's like a sports team almost. Like if I got a fucking Giants cap on,
Yeah.
I support New York. I might not be a baseball fan, but I like.
Now, to
the
play
Yankees,
devil's
you know?
advocate, like some people might be like, well, what's wrong with waving a Nazi flag then? It's just German pride. It's like, no, that's different, though.
Yeah.
Like, again, slavery wasn't genocide. They weren't wiping, they were keeping them.
Even the Confederacy was a Southern. It was the Southern.
And not to
South.
sound like a maniac, but what were the better living conditions? Being in Africa as a black man at that time, or being on a plantation where you were housed, you were clothed,
definitely
you were fed? Being in Africa sucked probably.
No, they were fucking.
You were getting cut up.
Queens. They had,
No. I'm talking about the times when they were being sold from Africa. Okay? And now, even in Africa still, you got to fight in goofy-ass wars that you have no say in. They're getting kids to fight in these wars from people like Idi Amin. Like, it is not a nice place to live for the most part.
No, I mean you get to South Africa. There's a lot of people that like
South Africa, yes, but
there's
that
white people in South Africa that are African.
They just ended apartheid how long ago though? Like even that place was fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean everywhere is like you think about like in Iraq right now or Iran. You know what I'm saying? You ever what's that?
Like the slaves that was sold though from Africa, I doubt they were like well-educated, well-to-do type of people. You know what I mean?
You know what? You know
If they were able to get caught and able to get put on a ship and brought to slavery, they probably weren't living the best life over there.
G-U-S is niggas. Niggas.
No.
G-U-S. It means king.
Okay.
And queen.
I think I've heard that before.
So
Yeah.
Africans, you know.
Yeah, but not everybody's a king and queen.
No, but I'm saying they
You know, like
lived in you know they were kings and queens over there. They were living. Some obviously poverty exists.
yes, but that means they had to have people below them.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
But
So
to get stripped from that, you know, and go from
Is
niggas
that-
to
Is that where it's from?
yeah, niggas. It's any.
they took that term and like,
and they're like niggas.
Yeah.
And they made it-
That's fucked up.
Got derogatory.
but like, am I out of line though, saying that some of those slave people probably had better living conditions and being a slave?
Yeah.
You think so?
because-
Yeah, slaves living conditions. Were
No, but some of them weren't though. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing.
but-
Like,
Yeah, but listen.
no, even still, like not all plantation owners were bad, like evil,
Of course,
like-
they weren't. No.
No,
they-
there was some that
yeah,
obviously
but-
that
there
took
was some
care of
that
them
took
very
care
well
of
because
them.
if you have a
But
sick
they-
slave, they're not working.
At the end of the day, they're still
Yes,
slaves.
no, and that totally unacceptable, obviously. But I'm saying the living conditions. If I have a sick slave, he's useless. So I want to make sure they're all right.
That's like saying you got a bull, you got a cow, or like cattle, or
Again, yeah, it's fucked up. I get it, like
But
a
you-
horse,
you're
like a
gonna cut
thoroughbred
his-
horse.
You're gonna cut his head off later, but you got to make sure.
No,
he's
but
not
they
sick
didn't
till
though.
then.
That's the thing. Like people, the slaves, they weren't getting killed in droves. Yes, they were being murdered. A lot of them, not a lot, but not like,
you gotta.
but like a
Your
lot.
property,
Like,
bro. You had some people, of course,
but
come
it
on,
doesn't
for the
make
most
sense.
part, they're fucking slaves.
Again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not obviously I'm not endorsing slavery. You know what I mean? Like it was terrible. No, but what I'm saying is like you're not gonna buy a brand new car. But you're not going to buy a brand new car and trash it, is what I'm saying, or a brand new tractor and trash it. Like you want them to be healthy to work and to,
At the end of the day, it's a car. It serves a purpose. You don't fucking.
yeah.
You might
And
love
again,
it. You might love that car. You might
and that part obviously is terrible. Nobody should own anybody. But you know, we're all in agreement there. What I'm saying is that you know, like the conditions that they were in.
I think that
I don't think.
conditions were definitely better off in Africa than they were.
Like, but look at Africa now. A lot of it is not great.
Now look at a lot of.
And you think it was better back then?
I do, yeah. I think it was better back then.
How?
If the world that you know is better than the world that you don't, right? The devil you know is better than one you don't. So they're living their life. That's all they know.
But like whenever you see like
Somebody
on
living
TV.
in a tree hut,
No, you're absolutely
you know what
right.
I'm
That was a
saying?
great point.
In a
It
tree
was.
hut, and they're living great, and this is all they know is they go out, they gather
Yeah.
fucking wood, like
You're
hunters
right.
and gatherers. They go gather wood, sticks. They make.
I guess like
fire.
Point
ignorance is bliss type thing. Like
Word.
Yeah, like ignorance is bliss.
like they
You
don't
get
know
this
anything
fucking-
else.
This white guy with a metal hat on and a sword.
Yeah.
You get on his boat. And
Bro, you know
now
how-
you're getting whipped, beat.
Yeah, no.
My
yes,
life was
yes,
so much
yeah.
better off before technology. Remember when we were just growing up and you had, you know,
Yeah.
you played fucking
Ignorance is
football,
bliss. And I'm not trying to
and
come
all the
across like to
computers weren't
defend
around? Come
slavery.
on.
You know what I mean? I'm just
Fuck
no,
all
but like but no, but when you see a lot of the time when you see Africa on TV, it's that kid with the flies around him. They're starving. They don't have clean water type shit. You know what I mean? So like I'm looking at it from that point of view of going, all right, well at least they had food here. They had clothes.
No, but that was
you know?
before they got ran through by the white man too.
Think about how they portray
No, Africa's
America.
always been
Fat
Africa.
McDonald eating, sitting on a holy.
That's the only like
sofa,
that's the
you know,
point I'm trying to get across is that how we
Asians have bowl cuts, big teeth, skinny eye. Like
Yeah.
everybody portrays differently. Like Africa,
Yeah.
they could portray it as like just a small kid with.
no, but you know like the Sally Strother commercials,
You know.
feed this child for just $5 a
The
month.
fucking fly
You
is-
know,
is
like it was always
laying
like
eggs
some
on 'em.
Ethiopian kid, or you know, and then you hear about the Idi Amin shit, the blood diamonds. Like, there's a lot of fucked up shit in Africa.
Yeah,
You
some
know,
of that-
so, like-
some of Africa's fucked
So,
up.
like, I look at that how the conditions are today there, and you go, well, they couldn't have been any better 200 years prior to that. So, you know, for some of them, yeah, the whippings and the ass whoopings, like,
we're bad,
sucks.
but
It's like, hey, at least I can eat here. You know, at least I got clothes on my back here.
I think it was, regardless, their living condition was better in their home country. You know, whenever you take someone out and put them in a new, and they could have gone to fucking, you know.
But then why does everyone come to America for prosperity?
now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So, but that kind of negates
they
your
were
thing.
forced.
They're chasing American
No, but
dream
like you
now.
got a lot of South Americans and you know Latinos that come here, and it's like, well, that's all they know is that.
They
So why do
see
they?
Fucking people like Griselda and El Chapo, you know what I'm saying? And they're
But that's my other
Yeah, but
point,
this is
because now
before-
you're talking
this is
about them,
before all
and you
that,
also have people like Idi Amin. Like I said, that dude was cutting hands and feet off if you want to go to war for him, and he was just a rebel fucking warmonger. He was
So
causing
it depends-
genocide in
it
his
depends
own
what
place.
part of the country you were from, then, you know?
Fucking Stalin
Point taken.
In Russia, you have
It was-
the French fucking kings and queens that.
Yeah, but Stalin, Mussolini, they weren't killing their own; they were killing others.
Nah, they were killing their own too, bro. The Hitler,
Not the way Idi Amin was doing it, bro. Idi Amin was literally causing genocide over there.
Hussein, you got the Chinese can't even have like more than 2 kids.
The Genghis Khan, because they're
Kill
overpopulation.
girls, yeah. What the fuck
They
does
got
that mean?
too many people.
You have 3 kids.
Yeah, you bring up
And
Genghis
they got
Khan.
rid of that rule now.
Tell me-
They got rid of that.
Recent.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, very
guys,
recently,
Guys,
yeah.
listen. You brought up Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Tell me, when you think of Genghis Khan, what kind of personality do you picture? Like, who is he like? What kind of a person is he?
I see him as a really short guy that was just quick to fucking.
I have the image from Bill and Ted. You know what I mean?
What? Like, just. Just
Yeah,
swinging
yeah.
the
Just
fucking
a
thing?
savage, like a barbarian.
Like you said something wrong, like fucking instant.
Yeah, you walk
You
on
said something wrong,
eggshells.
He's like, yo, go get me this water. He's like, sir, we're out of water. All right. Boom. Just stab you.
That's it.
Fucking.
Yeah, but
who's
he's
gonna
gotta
get
have he's gotta have the back of the people, because people did listening to him. Obviously, he can't be just some fucking asshole that hits everybody. Like, what kind of personality is Genghis Khan to be that fucking powerful?
He's a scary motherfucker. All of them were scary motherfuckers.
He had to amend
He had to-
every
you
word
gotta-
he
you gotta
said.
think, you
Yeah.
gotta- you
But
gotta
think
look
about
at
Hitler.
this.
Hitler was the same way. Like, you couldn't like disagree with Hitler. You know what I mean? Like, unless you were his like top dog, like
Yeah.
fucking
And
like
even then,
like Goebbels.
you would have to go
like
about it a certain
Goebbels,
way,
yeah,
probably.
maybe could disagree with him, but he would have to be like, well, sir, let's just and try to get
Yeah.
his point across without completely making him look bad or disagreeing totally.
Yeah,
You know
'cause
what I
if you
mean?
did that to him, you might get fucked up.
Yeah.
man. You gotta watch your
You
fucking
gotta watch
ass.
their mouth when
Like,
they-
think about the hierarchy in the shop. Like, when the new guy comes in, he's gonna be like, Richie, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. He's gonna be like, whatever you say, boss. But if Pat's working for you for 3 years, he's gonna be like, fuck you. I'm not doing. Like, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. What are you talking about? We never did that.
I
You know?
correct my mic all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, it depends on the level and like the comfortability. Like,
Yeah, but
all right, like look at it this way: if me and you get into an argument, right? Like, hold on, I'm gonna be quicker to get loud and like angry with you than someone who doesn't know you, because we have that relationship where I feel comfortable enough to be like to show you my real anger and emotion. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that anyone doing that is right, but like, you know how like you can come out your face to your
to a
father,
certain way.
but you
To
get
a
what I'm
certain-
saying?
To a certain understanding. I mean, you're talking about you're talking about a big deal. This is like
No, but
these are people.
I'm trying to make it. I know, but I'm trying to make it a relatable thing, where like the way you would argue and fight with your brother, you might not do with your friend. You get what I'm saying?
Of course,
You might
And
be more-
It might be a little bit more reluctant
reserved
to-
and more,
But for the most part, you're gonna do it to fuck that guy. Genghis Khan probably didn't fuck around.
No, he didn't. He was known as one of the most savage fucking emperors of all time.
All of them. Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
All these guys.
And it had to have been smart too. On yeah.
Geniuses in their own right. It's like Mozart, Beethoven, that guy like in Go Will Hunting. to quote my-
But you
my-
needed
my
those
man.
people
He
to.
looked at a fucking Mozart looked at the piano and he could just fucking play.
Yeah,
Some people just
Beethoven was deaf.
Alexander the Great was just a strategist. He looked at the
Yo,
map and was like, "We can take
You know,
this
you know
over."
what's so crazy when you talk about people like Napoleon or Genghis Khan, they took over land, so they strategized like a fucking how you would on a video game,
Oh, absolutely.
which is
Like
fucking,
on like
like
Risk.
Risk.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Risk. Exactly.
fucking
And
awesome.
I'm the fucking risk champion.
But even back then,
I have army.
like you had an idea and
Yeah.
like an assumption of what things were, the layout of the land and where their bases were,
How good do
but you
think these
weren't.
guys were at
That's
chess?
hold on, but that's what separated Napoleon. Napoleon, what he did was with his army, instead of everybody carrying all their shit to camp and all that shit, everybody packed their own backpacks.
Yeah.
And it made everybody more mobile, and I guess enough to
Napoleon
move
was a
around.
fucking cunt, though. If you look back at Napoleon's, like, he was a real asshole.
He was like one of them. Like
He's
Is that a real thing? Like
he
really,
wasn't though.
made
That,
a
no,
whole
that
complex
that's a misconception. Like that Napoleon thing. He was average height. Like when you look it up and you actually look it up, he was average height. He wasn't.
Average height, 5'7"?
No, but back then, yes, like he was like 5'8", and back then that was average height. He wasn't shorter than most people. About 5'7". Yeah, like somewhere
I'm
between
calling
there.
short. I know this might be be a sentence.
I don't. No. I can
No,
give a
but
fuck about that.
was he fucked up like that because
I
of?
think
No,
so.
but see, like I heard Hitler, and people. If you look this
I think
up,
shorter guys have more to prove.
like Hitler, for
Even though
one,
they don't really-
I recently heard, and this was like a historical thing. This wasn't like some guy just being a funny dick. That he had like one of those micro penises, and like he was like very insecure because of it. You know what I mean? And it
You know,
caused
that's
this.
a real thing. Someone's like really
Yeah,
good.
like
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass. Like if you look it up, like
There's like different links. Anything above 7 is considered like huge.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Because what is it like
average-
5.5 is average,
no,
right?
Actually, like 4.5 is average.
Oh.
That's rough.
4 or 5.
That's rough.
Then you got like
God.
your sixes,
Mm.
which are above average, and then you got your 7s. And the only reason I looked this up because I was getting an argument with my girl about
She
dick
was
size.
mad it wasn't big
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, she's like, you're black. You're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to be huge. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, I'm pushing 6.5.
I'm above average.
The rhino is 7.
Oh my God.
It's slapping.
But you look back on those things, and as bad as all those people were, like you needed those people though
Oh
to
my
get
God.
to where we are now. Like yeah, there's still savage, shitty
It's right
countries.
in blood. And it's like, and with all of the instructions and the things I had in my job when I was in the Navy, right? You look at it, and it's like these stupid ass rules. I'd be like, why do we do this dumb ass rule? Like a safety brief. You have to brief everybody before. I used to have to do a safety brief. I'd be like, all right, listen, guys, no rings, no watches, no things. Handle all line, hand over hand. Do not step in the bite of line.
Because every now you got some dummy who goes, "Fuck this rule,"
Yeah,
and then he fucks. He might get someone else killed.
That rule, you say fuck that rule. All right, it's cool. The next time, and then something goes wrong because you said that.
And
fuck
then
that
someone
rule,
else sees it.
Someone dies.
No, but someone else sees it and it causes a chain reaction. He's saying fuck that rule too for me then. Like,
That's why
and like you said, lives are at stake in that shit. That's the main thing. Like,
once you do something, because we used to do evolutions over and over, and I must have done like dropping a small boat or low into the water. I must have done that like 150, 200 times, right? And I never had the mishap. But that's because I kept control of the scene. The one time I had a mishap, you know what I'm saying? Because we got comfortable. If I ever got too comfortable and something happened, it's because I didn't follow.
but that's like we've all trained in some form of MMA or kickboxing, right? And I remember the first like 3 months I'm there. We're doing the same shit for 3 months straight, right? And I'm going, what the fuck? Like, we're doing the same shit. And then, like, it finally dawned on me, like, one night, I'm like, oh, it's just reaction now. Like, I'm not thinking anymore about what I'm doing. I'm just doing it now. And then I was like, okay, I understand why we did that for 3 months straight, because now there's no more thinking jab, cross, hook. Now it's just, all right, go. And you just automatically, now it's just a reaction now. I'm not thinking anymore, and your head is clear to think of other shit instead of thinking, oh, check the kick, do the. You don't.
just
It's
throwing.
just exactly. It's just muscle memory now.
I just learned how to. I've gotten so many fucking fights in my life, street fights, training, and I just learned how to throw a proper punch, twist. You know what I'm saying?
So many people don't know how to do that. So many people.
Throws a punch, thinks they can throw a punch, but to throw an actual effective.
Dude, I used to have the bag hanging, right? And my daughter's boyfriends would come here, and like I would never say hit the bag, but as a man and you're in front of a girl, you want to show that I can punch. And I would peek down from the top of the stairs, and every single one of them, I go, he don't know how to punch. And the bag would be swinging wild, and I'd be like, if the bag's swinging wild for one, you're punching wrong. You should be snapping. The bag should snap, and it should not be swinging wild, for one. For two, I would watch them. Their feet would be wide apart. Their head would be leaning forward.
It's so much harder than just throwing your hands.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's so much more to it. And the one thing...
Your weight, the balance, the fucking.
The one thing I would always explain to everybody,
Did you
because
like
this is the way.
pussy? Like
No, I would never say anything because I'm like, I don't want to embarrass this kid and then seem like, oh, here comes the dad. Like, I was just like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I'm gonna be that dad.
But the one thing
Okay,
that
pussy.
my trainers always taught me, that was the biggest thing for me, that 99% of the people who get into a fight immediately do, is the rubber band's connected to your chin.
Yeah.
So like when you throw, immediately back up. 99% of the people start lowering, and the more you throw, you see it. Like it starts here, and some people don't even start here. Some people are already like here, and you're throwing from your chest, stupid. But they start here, and you start as they're going. And the one thing I always kept in the back of my head was rubber bands on your chin. You throw, you snap back like there's a rubber band connected from your fist to your fucking chin, and you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually when you're tired though, those fucking hands start dropping. You're like, fuck it, I'll raise them.
But
when I
like
have
you'll
to.
see people throw, and they throw, and it's like, dude, that's not like you're so wide open.
When you're throwing a punch from here and you're doing this, it's so much different than throwing a punch.
It
from
should
here.
be straight,
Yeah.
and then you
The reach,
turn
the
in,
extend,
and
fucking elbow in. It's just
people
like,
shouldn't be able to telegraph it, and that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like if you're fighting, and I could telegraph your punch, you're fighting wrong. And when you throw a punch properly, you can't really telegraph it unless you know what you're doing, and even then, it's hard to telegraph. Like if it was easy, people would be good at
Even
it,
doing it from
and
the
everybody
inside
would be
and
doing
just
it.
even rushing them.
Yeah.
Just with that rapid, you get somebody off guard, they're backing up.
There's nothing better than hitting the pad when someone's holding it, and you're throwing right, and you hear that snap of the pad, and you're just in that rhythm, and you just whap 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 whap.
And pad holding's another thing because
That's tiring as fuck.
I was training this guy for a couple weeks for boxing just to get my hands better, and I'm like, I felt like I was getting a good workout, but I wasn't learning a lot, and I realized he would crowd with the pads. He would tell me to extend, but he's over here, so instead of my punches going out,
and you're nervous because you're like, I'm gonna get hit.
Yo, who do you think?
Like
Past leaders, who do you think was the nicest with the hands? Who do you think could box? Who do you think could beat the shit? Like a world leader. Give me a world leader.
Obama.
You think Obama could shoot
No,
Dukes?
Obama was a nerd, bro, and he stunk. He stunk. No, he was a nerd. He was that guy that wanted to be athletic, but he stunk. If you watch him play basketball, he stunk.
What about John F. Kennedy? Do you think John F.
No,
Kennedy
he
kicked
had
some
mob.
ass?
He didn't have to ever lift a finger.
Teddy Roosevelt probably got a couple.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt was probably
Andrew Jackson.
gangster. But what's his face? Lincoln was a wrestler.
Hey, yo, Abe Lincoln was like 6'5",
And
right?
he was wiry too. You know that motherfucker. Those
He's probably
wiry
like-
dudes.
He's probably like John Jones.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was wiry.
Abe Lincoln.
How much fucking drugs do you think the presidents do or did?
Well, everybody knows
Yeah.
Martha Washington, man. They had crops, and George would come home every day, and she had a fat bowl waiting for him, man. You never seen Days of Confused?
What are you gonna fucking drug test the president or world leader?
No, wait, hold on. John F. Kennedy was on shit, wasn't he? He was.
He was a pillhead, maybe.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah, he
He
was.
might
He
have
was.
been.
Or like
Well, he was feeding Marilyn Monroe pills. Everybody knew, like that.
Yeah.
They killed her
yeah,
because she knew some shit.
yeah,
So they killed her.
yeah. I think
But-
F. Kennedy was on.
Well, the
drugs,
Kennedys
though.
were alcoholics too, though. Like Ted Kennedy was a fucking known alcoholic.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was always red faced. But Jefferson was supposed to have grown like mad amounts of crops of bud.
Oh, Tom
Like
Jefferson?
yeah, like that's like a thing. Like
He was
and
the third president, right? It was-
no,
Yeah, I think it was.
I couldn't
George
tell you.
Washington, John Adams, Thomas
I
Jefferson
thought Hamilton.
was fourth or fifth. I think Hamilton.
I couldn't tell you.
Fourth or fifth.
Like I always get
I know
Lincoln wrong. I know Lincoln was either 15 or
Andrew Jackson's my
16.
favorite because he just played no fucking shit. That guy would.
He's your favorite, but he was raping slaves.
He was yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, he had kids. He had
He
kids.
would-
It wasn't like he was raping them.
He would fucking.
He probably had his girlfriend.
You think that shit was consensual, bro? Come
He
on.
was dueling motherfuckers left and right. Like you had a problem with him, you'd be like, "Yo, let's step outside." He must have gotten like 35 confirmed duels.
Yeah.
Fuck out, for
These
real?
are legal-
Oh yeah,
These
yeah.
are legal bodies. He would go
Yeah.
outside, they'd walk steps, and he.
Who was that other dude?
Get
The
the
He
fuck
actually
outta
tricked somebody
here.
one time. He was like, "We're gonna stand for a duel, right?" The guy who fucking they started walking, he turned around, just shot the guy.
yeah, like you would walk up to
Wait, who was
somebody.
this?
Andrew
This was
Really?
yeah. You could just walk up to somebody. You had a beef. You walk up to him, and go noon duel, me and you. And if they turned you down, like there's no turning me down. I called you out. We got to do this.
Yeah.
It was like a
Really? It was that gangster?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nah, he was. It's
Like the Wild West. Like think about the Wild West. There was
Yeah.
that type of
He
shit.
killed a lot of fucking people, and he never
Really?
like disagreed over a fucking. You're making an executive order. Somebody disagrees with you in Congress. Yo, what's up, dude? We'll go outside right now.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
And they fucking,
Dude,
that's
that-
what they did. That's literally what
But
they
that's
did.
what's so
That's
pussy
fucking-
about these kids today is that
Yeah,
even like to
pussy
shoot
ass.
a head up,
Yeah.
they're like, no, my boys will jump you. Like we're gonna get my boys and we're all gonna jump you and sneak up on you.
And
And
the thing about jumping is,
I hate it. I always
condone-
hated it.
I condone jumping.
I never
for your
do.
Friends, and I'm gonna tell you why. If my
Mm.
boy's fighting, right, and he's getting his ass kicked,
Then he should take the ass whooping. That's part of life,
I'm
man.
not gonna let him get beat up.
Then
Wait,
stop
hold on, hold on.
it.
Is
Stop
is
it.
an
Don't
outsider?
start
Is
hitting
it
the
an
other
outsider
guy.
Or an
No,
inside job?
either way. No, either way, you stop it then. You don't fucking start attacking the other dude because he's winning the fight. Like, that's bullshit. If you're winning a fight and all of
Yeah.
a sudden Richie's friends with the guy you're beating up and he jumps in and starts fucking you up, you think that's cool?
I think that it's a certain sense of loyalty.
No, stop it then. That's your loyalty. That's as far as it goes for your loyalty. You stop the fight and go, he's had enough. We're done here. You stop it. Jumping is a pussy move.
It also
But
depends.
Me and
what's
my friends.
It also depends what's going on.
Me and my friends back in the day, we would see people get jumped and we would stop that shit. We would run up and be like, nah, shoot the fair one, shoot the head up.
I think you got to think in. I'm looking at fights in a brawl standpoint.
In a brawl standpoint,
I'm
yes,
swinging
that's
first.
different.
When it comes to my boy, I'm swinging first. And
In a head up, bro, it should never turn into a
My
jumping.
boy's getting the head up in the bar, and he's fighting a guy, and I don't know why he's fighting.
Yeah,
the guy.
I always
He could be
appreciated the head up.
He
But
can be completely
Because
wrong.
that's it.
He can be completely wrong, but I think it's more of we'll fucking end it and then figure it out later. If he's getting his ass kicked,
Let me ask you something.
If we're at a bar and you just start fighting a guy and you're fucking fighting a guy, I'm not gonna let you just fight the guy by yourself.
Why not?
Because,
Obviously, he may have done something to cause this.
I'm not gonna let you fucking.
yo, listen, I need 2 people to beat up at least for the night. It might as well be him.
I disagree with that.
I'm just fucking-
I disagree with that big time.
I've always been on a wolf pack mentality. If you fight, we'll ask questions later.
I had
Yeah.
friends. I had
If
friends like
you
that
start
too.
Something, or even if you don't start something, because some guy sucker punches you in a bar or whatever, and now you're fighting this guy, and it's just you and him.
Yo, I had
punching
I
him.
had the whole grade above me scared of me and my friends. That's how fucking wolf packed we were back
Yeah,
then.
I
With it.
think-
It was,
I get
it depends
you're
what the
saying about it being
situation
pussy,
is, I
like
guess.
10 kids beating up one fucking kid. I get what you're saying about that. That's definitely pussy.
Yeah.
But I'm talking more of an aspect if a fight breaks out. And like if we're out and a fight breaks out with you, I'm not gonna ask what the fuck happened until after.
If it's an
You know,
official
Some
one-on-one
guy
between
punches you,
known
like,
people,
yeah, if you
then
pull up to a fight, and it's just a one-on-one, you two are supposed to fight, and that's one thing.
No, but even like when you see the videos of a dude just walk in and then all of a sudden 10 people run up on him and just start stomping this dude out. Like I look at that and I'm like, this all stems from one person. Not all 10 of them have got a
I'll give you an
beef.
example of a fight I got in the summer. So I was at a bar with my boys, and one of my boys, he's very froggy. Like he just doesn't like people. He's quick to start a fight or whatever. And he's like, yo, those guys at the bar keep eyeing me.
Is he quick to finish it though?
Yeah, no, he's not a pussy. He's not a pussy. And he's like, those kids keep eyeing me. So I go over to the kids, right? And this is what I do. I fucking,
That's an instigator, bro. No one's eyeing you for no reason.
yeah,
Like,
no. So I go.
what was the reason they were eyeing
if you
him?
embellish this story, I swear.
No, but hold
You
up,
better
hold up.
fucking not.
No,
I'm not gonna let you just keep going because I want to know why were they eyeing him.
I don't.
Nobody at the bar is just eyeing people for no reason, looking for shit.
That's not.
Your boy seems like an instigator,
That's
right
what
off
started
jump.
it. That's what started. Because he knows I'm the one to finish it. So even if he's instigating, I go over there and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" I start talking to him. I'm laughing with him, and we start taking shots. I'm like, "Yo, come on, round the shots." Like I say something to make them all laugh. I buy him more shots. We're all drinking shots. I send shots down to my buddy at the bar. So they're taking. Now we all cheers. Now the problem's diffused. It's de-escalated. Everybody's drinking, taking shots. Now everybody's laughing, and it's a good time. So instead of making it like, all right, they're eyeing us now. They're not eyeing you anymore, bro.
Nobody's eyeing you at the
Nobody
bar,
was
bro.
eyeing you to begin with. Now nobody's
But
eyeing you
that's
at all.
what I mean. Like people like that, like they rub me the wrong way because it's like you're looking for shit.
Yeah.
Like you're looking to start shit.
he
Like
knows-
we're all supposed to be out having a good time, and you're here looking to fuck
So
up everyone's good
that's why I
time.
made it- that's
Because
why I
not
put it like
only
that.
does that fight fuck up the good time for the people involved, it fucks up the vibe of everybody there.
Yeah.
Like
And that's why I went over and I bought everybody shots and like I talked to him. I'm a sociable guy, so I talked to him, laughed, joked with him, and they were like. They were kind of looking for problems too. Like they were like rowdy, drunk. There was a group of like 6, 7, and we were a group of like 4. So I buy them shots, and it diffused the situation. Now they're cool. Like, oh, he just bought us shots. They bought us around shots. We're laughing, joking. Now our group went from 4 to like 10. Now we're all hanging out. Everybody's having a good time. We're talking to girls, and my buddy goes because we're buying shots. He was the bartender. He's like, yo, bro. I'm letting you know your tabs are like $250. You've only been for 30 minutes. I did buybacks. I got you,
Yeah.
but like. Just slow down, close out, and then, come back. I'll give you a couple on the house. And I was like, all right, thanks. Like, thank you, I appreciate it.
yeah.
So I go to close out, and this guy is, they were like gym heads. Like white boys, tattoos, fucking Jersey Shore type of
Guidos.
guys, right? Yeah, Guidos. And he comes over to me, and I go,
Cab,
close
yeah.
out. And he goes, cabs are here. Taxis sont là, quick. And he comes over, and he goes, yo, what are you doing? Like, the guy comes up to me. I mind you, I just bought this guy shots. I'm like, no, I'm closing out, bud. He's like, yo, what's your name? I'm like, my name's Pat. He's like, your name's not Pat. I just looked at, my boy's name's Pat. He's like, you trying to fucking buy drinks on his card, right? The guy's trying to, like, check me. I'm like, listen, buddy, I just bought you and your friend's drink. We've been hanging out for like an hour. Like, I'm not trying to scam you, bro. We've been going back and forth, right? The kid goes, nah, fuck that. Show me your debit card. So I'm signing my check, and I look at it, and I'm like, All right, buddy. Have a nice day.
No,
walk away.
hold on. Let me just say something real quick. Everybody's a little tipsy at this point, right? Because I've worked in this business, so everything can be de-escalated. And the problem is that guy kind of crossing the line? Absolutely. But is it that much to go? Yo, look, here's my shit.
No, and you know what? That's what Mikey always says to me too. He's like, you could have diffused this whole problem because I ended up getting banned from this.
Because I get it. You got your pride, they got their pride. But at the end of the day, is it worth getting your nose broken or going to jail or because you both have pride instead of just going, you know what, I want to clear this up. Maybe my name's Pat, your boy's name's Pat. Is it possible two people have the same name? Like, look, here's my card, here's my tab. Here.
And it would be, and I would understand it in that context if I wasn't just hanging out with you, drinking with you, came over and offered to buy you guys shots, laughing, joking. You know, if you just came up to me in the bar and we haven't talked the whole time, and you come up to me and go, "Yo, my boy's name's Pat. You trying to just get drinks off his tab?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's a different move. Maybe it's like, all right, you're just looking out for your boy. But at this time, you see me buying the shots. You see me. I'm with you. We're laughing.
I mean, and the bartender knows who's who.
The bartender's my boy.
Yeah.
You know, so he knows me. So he's kind of.
Well, why didn't the bartender step in and be like, yo?
Because at this point, I walked away from the kid. He said, let me see your card. I said, listen, bud, have a good night. And I tapped him on the shoulder like this, said, have a good night. And there's
You touched him.
the pavilion.
So you know what? Now you're doing that alpha male shit though. Like you doing this is like
condescending.
it absolutely is. It absolutely is. That's like an alpha male
You're not
move.
gonna come over here and act like you're fucking innocent.
You know what I mean? Like you're not talking to kids, bro. Like I've been in this game. I've been there. I've watched these situations happen. I know everything.
Yeah, I did. And I walked away, though. That's the key thing. I walked away.
Yeah, but you did that. All right, bud. And you probably had that shit-eating grin on your face, and
I did.
so now you're antagonizing him.
You're the bullshit artist.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying saying he's wrong for questioning you, absolutely. But you're feeding into his hostility.
This guy's a lot bigger than me.
Okay.
This guy's a lot bigger than me. This guy fucking hits me. He probably, you know what I'm saying, do some damage, right? But I'm not. No
Wait, he was a Juice head?
Yeah, he was a juice head.
Let me tell you something. I see more Juice heads get knocked out from one punch than any other type of people in my life.
So this is what I do.
If they can't grab you, you're fine. You'll fuck them up because they can't move.
So I walk away from him. I go around, and this is like this is witness on record, like this happened. I walk away from him, and I go to my side of the bar. They're here, right? Our side of the bar's over here. I go to my side of the bar with my buddies, right? The guy comes over to me, and he fucking grabs me and goes, "Show me your fucking debit card," and I just blast him. I hit him, right? Boom, put him down. I put him on the ground.
He touched you?
Yeah.
You had every right to hit him. Then.
So I just like he thought it was sweet. He thought that.
How'd he grab you?
Like a fucking like.
From behind.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because I want to know if he's.
He tried to like fucking sun me.
As far as I'm concerned, you had every right to hit him.
So I blasted him in his fucking face, and he fell, and I stepped back, and then at that point, his boy stand up, my boy stand up, and everybody's like rushing over. I stand there because I'm like, you know, he's thinking twice now. He just got hit. He stands up, and instead of throwing his hands up, he fucking picks up a stool and throws it, and it's like, oh.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Guidos. That motherfucker. Most Guidos and most Juice heads, they're that way because they don't know how to fight.
Exactly.
So they think if I get big and I get muscles, somehow I'll know how to fight. And
if I can, I'll just gorilla dunk.
and exactly.
So he starts making a scene, so the bouncers grab him. My boy jumps over the bar, grabs me, right? And I'm like, I'm fine, I'm good. Like I'm not yelling at this guy. Fucking, he's thinking twice though because I just hit him and he got hit fucking hard.
Yeah.
So now he's like, oh shit.
Because guys like that aren't expected for people to step up to him. He thought you would just back down.
He was just gonna punk me.
Yeah.
You know. So I was like, all right. I step back, right? They throw him out, him and his boys. They fucking all start yelling and getting rowdy. My boy jumps up immediately and goes over to them. To the other kid was like, "Yo, what's up with you guys?" Doesn't know the situation, but he's just instinctively ready to go. My other boy stands up ready to.
But this is already starting to defuse. These guys are being removed, correct?
They're getting removed.
So now again, your boys are doing the wrong thing as far as I'm concerned.
But it was on the
like I know, but it's already being diffused. They're being escorted out. Like you guys should at that point be like, all right, that's all win.
I'm not doing anything.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying your boys. Like at that point, they should just chill and just.
Their mindset is on the principle of, all right.
See, that's some pride shit. That's some pride shit,
Pat
man.
swing first. It's on go now. We'll figure out what the fuck happened later. And then I wasn't in the wrong in that situation. I mean, yes, I could have just de-escalated.
All right, but when you're in jail for some dumb shit like that because it could have already been diffused, or you're in the hospital because now you got your fucking rib broken or your jaw broken, You know what I'm
And you
saying?
punched the guy in the face.
Like,
You're a fucking
are you
menace.
gonna look back and go? Are you gonna look back and go? It was worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's my outlook on it. Because again, I working in that industry, I've seen this happen a million times, and a million times I go. 9.9 out of 10 times it shouldn't have happened, and it could have been de-escalated before anything even happened. It's just guys get this pride thing. They get drinks in them.
Another example. This one's shorter and quicker. We were at a bar. We were talking to some girls. I'm with like 4 of my buddies. I'm talking to these girls, right? And this guy walks over.
Even worse.
Like,
Now we got to look good in front of the girls. I already.
Yeah.
Come on, come on,
these
bro.
girls for an hour. This is actually because of that. And this guy
Exactly.
walks
See, I knew it
No,
even
look,
before the story
This
starts.
guy walks over and he grabs the girls, like grabs them. He's like, "Come on, come with me."
Mhm.
The girl's like, "Oh, we gotta go." The one girl's like, yes, he's like obsessed with her. They're not dating, whatever. It's like a.
All right, but she said we got to go.
Yeah.
End of story, bro.
So she leaves.
She ain't trying to stay with you at that
The girl-
point.
no,
If
the
she
girl's
was,
like-
she would have said, "I ain't going nowhere."
The guy grabbed the girls, like grabbed them.
No, I get it,
So I
but
walk
still.
over, I walk over. This is me being a dick, and I fucking.
This is me being a
I
dick.
grab the girls' wrists and I bring them back, and they're like laughing, and they come back over with us.
Yeah.
Right? Because the girls just.
Yeah, now you put the girl in a very awful position, by the way.
Yeah, so now you guys
Yeah.
are pulling on her.
She doesn't
Yeah.
even fucking care. She doesn't like the kid anyway. She's like, he's so annoying. She comes over with me.
She
right? I
wants
pull
the
her back
drama
over.
on her.
Yeah, and she might be a drama queen who loves this shit. Now she's
Yeah.
got 2 fucking idiots fighting over her,
Word.
and
The guy
she,
comes
she ain't going home with either of you, and she's going home with the guy that wasn't even at the club.
The
Yeah.
guy
Yep.
comes over and he fucking starts talking shit, trying to buck up on me, like, yo, what the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? So I'm quick to go. So I fucking hit him. We're in a bar, we're drunk. I'm in San Diego, I'm like 20. So I blast the kid in his fucking mouth, right? As soon as I blast the kid, my boy comes over, fucking pushes his other boy, you know what I'm saying? And then it's a brawl. Another kid comes in and tries to fucking to hit me. My buddy comes from behind, slams him, and now we're fighting. My other 2 friends are fucking up the one kid. The bouncers are pulling us off, But they didn't know what the fuck happened. They just
So
told
you
me.
got terrible friends, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. No, let me tell you why.
No, but you see what I'm
Hold
saying?
on,
It's like,
no,
look,
I
It sounds
no.
like a bunch of fucking problem
I
child.
understand it, but you're all a bunch of fucking children who don't know how to act.
this is-
No, and
You guys are
I love
fucking
you,
young
and I'm being dead ass. You don't know how to act, and this is. Let me explain to you why. My cousin Mike, who was more rowdy and crazier than that motherfucker?
Nobody.
Nobody, right?
No.
Nobody. And I'm telling you, if
there
you
was a few, but not too many. Like,
Not
that
too
was
many.
just- yeah, not too many.
you know how many times he was in fights when I was with him, in the bar or in the club, 0. You know why? Because whenever shit would start, or I would see that look in his eye, I'd walk over and be like, "Yo, relax. Like, there's no reason for this. Fuck that guy. Let's go have a drink. Let's go find some chicks, and let's enjoy our night. Let's not fuck it up."
Yeah.
Your boys are now going, "Get him, Pat. Get him. Yeah, fuck them. Let's get him." Your boys suck. Fuck you. Find new friends. Because you're going to end up in jail or in the hospital over some dumb shit.
This is,
Yeah, that isn't good.
We've calmed down and we've grown up. We don't do this anymore, But
You said you
I
just
would-
did it not too long ago.
Yeah,
Like, so,
Well,
yes. And we're in COVID, so you don't have the chance to right now.
it was
Oh, you're gonna grow the fuck up
I've
around
always-
here, motherfucker.
No, but like,
I've always been a pit bull.
but the problem is you have no one like me ever telling you that you're being stupid. You know, like you don't. And like, I
Mikey does, my
like
best friend
I'm
does
not
that.
trying to like be that guy and be like, but like I said, I've worked in the club industry for years. I've seen it all. I've been through it all. I've watched it all go down. And my experience in it is that it can all be avoided, and it's not worth it ever. It's never
Yeah, if
because
it's serious, like, if
and
it
you know
gets
what?
real serious,
the only one
you
who
know,
who
I've seen it get
the
real
only person
serious.
walking away going, "Yeah, man, we did," is you and your boys, and no one else looks at you going, "Those are some fucking cool dudes." Most people in the club are going, "What a bunch of jerk offs those guys are." Like for real though, like I get it. Like
But I'm not a confrontational guy. I go out and
Yeah, but that's what he said.
you're not coming across as it
He
though.
said,
that's what
he
people
said
think,
find
though.
different friends though.
Yeah, but your friends are egging your shit
People
on.
think that it's like,
You know what it is too? He's a bad drunk. He can when he gets drunk, he gets a little.
What do you
all
drink?
over the place.
What do you drink? No, what do you drink? What type of alcohol?
whiskey.
All right, stop drinking
Dude,
whiskey
he
for
gets
one.
fucking- dude, he's
For
all
real,
over the
no,
place.
whiskey's like
And
a
he's
violent
happy and
alcohol.
shit up until, like,
Start
he
drinking
starts
vodka.
I get
Start
it.
drinking rum.
There's a point where it switches.
No, whiskey and Hennessy is fight liquor. That's rowdy fight liquor.
Stay away from it.
Stay away from it.
But I'm not a bad time. I don't go out trying to.
I'm not. I don't
and
think you
shit,
would be.
know?
Like I think if we
go
went out, I think we'd have a great fucking time. And I don't think you would even get into any
I wouldn't-
fights.
I wouldn't try. I would
Honestly.
look for it.
But it's the people you're with, and it's that energy you're all bringing there. Like you're going there. Some of your friends in the back of their head are going, "Can't wait to get into some shit tonight." And then
Actually,
that
my friends
energy's
would
now.
set an alarm and be like, start a
But
fight.
that's what I'm saying, and that energy's now carried in your group, and you kind of like that energy. So you're like, "Hey, if we get into a fight, fuck it. It's a little fun." But it's not fun when you're in jail over the weekend, or you're going to jail because you accidentally killed somebody. Like the shit happens where you hit a guy, he hits his head, and now you got a murder rap. You know what I mean? Like
Shit does happen.
shit happens,
You know,
and
that-
over
see?
nothing.
We're fucking here to entertain and educate you, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Told
During
you.
Black
Well,
history. Look,
you
they're,
know.
helping,
Black history
they're helping the
Month.
blacks right here.
Yeah.
Aggression, all that aggression. That's what I'm training.
See, I only say this because I love you. You know what I mean? Like,
He's looking out as an older,
yeah,
as an elder.
you know.
We try and look out.
No, but like for real, like because like I said, I worked in that industry, and we would see it all the time, and all of us would be like, "What a bunch of
I'm not a
assholes."
fucking juice head. I'm not like going out like fucking. He's right. I
And now that you're training, you should be more
and
fucking.
that's why now I'm like, I'm
You should be
back
more
in the-
reserved, because if you go into the gym and you got a black eye, all of your fucking coaches are gonna be like, "What the fuck did you do, asshole?" They're not gonna be like, "Yeah, man, you got." They're gonna be like, "You're a fucking asshole,"
Especially the people I train with.
and they might even throw you out of the gym. To be honest with you.
Yeah. If they're real with what they do,
The
they'd
guy I
be
like,
pissed at you.
I train with Connor, you know Connor,
Yeah.
and my professor Danny, fucking beast, but they're real like humble, real like they don't go out trying to start problems.
Because you're not supposed to. Like once you know I can fuck people up, you don't fuck people up.
Exactly. And
Because
that's
you look at it and go, "All right, dude, whatever. Go enjoy your night."
Yeah,
All right.
nice one.
But in the first story, I feel like that's what I try to do. You know, I was like, all right, bud.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I get
that
a little-
exactly.
a little, like, all
No,
right,
that's
but
that's
I-
that's some alpha male shit. And then you got that shit. I know. I could tell. You go, "All right, bud," and you got that fucking grin
Yeah, nah,
that's saying "jerk off." That's what I think of you. And now that guy goes, "Oh, you're telling me I'm a jerk off," even though you're not saying it. I could see it in your
yeah, that was
face.
kinda condescending one
Yeah,
day,
you know.
being a dickhead.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. You know, take it or leave it for what it's worth. But you know, as someone with a lot of experience in that shit, not fighting itself, but witnessing it and diffusing a lot of them. Because
Yeah.
again, when I'm with Taylor, you know how many times I've had to walk him off the ledge
Yeah, yeah.
because I don't
he'd
want
do
to ruin our
something bad.
night,
He
and
would do
and he
something
would
really
do
bad.
something really bad. Like
Yeah.
this kid was a pit bull. But like,
you'll
if
come
the
across
switch
some
went
people that
on-
will do something really fucking
Yeah.
bad. Like some of these people, they, you know,
like there's a story of him
Always someone told me.
where he was by himself, and this was towards the end of his life. He was by himself. He got into some shit with these Mexicans, and they were out in the back. Remember, he had that slash on his face.
Yeah.
He got slashed, but he beat the three guys up, and the one guy he fucking thumbed his eye out of his fucking head. All right, like, and that's the type of shit. Like he was afterwards, he was like, "Yo, that was fucked up." Like he's not proud of it. You know what I mean? Like afterwards, he would always look back on it and never be proud of it, and always be like, I shouldn't have done that." Like he would look at it as like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?" You know what I mean? Not like, "I can't wait to tell everybody what I did." You know what I'm saying? Like, you never heard that story. The only person he told was me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't walking around going, "I'm a badass motherfucker."
Nah, yeah.
People just knew that's Taylor. He's a bad dude. Don't fuck with him. He wouldn't walk around going, "I'm the baddest fucking dude." And
Nah,
da, da,
he's
da, da.
like, that guy's a little off. Just leave him alone.
Yeah, and he was little like me. Like he wasn't a big dude, but he didn't give a fuck. If Richie started with him, he would have no problem going to blows with Richie. Like he never backed down, and he was tough as shit. But he wasn't one to really start shit. You know what I mean? And especially when I'm out with him, like, and that's the type of friends you need. Is the type of friends to be like, "Yo, let's just have a good time. It's not worth it." And I would always talk him off the ledge every single time. So you know. That's the moral of the story, guys. Super Ugly Show. Go to russosbrand.com right now. Subscribe. It's only $3.95 a month. You get over 14 brand new shows. The beautiful people are on the brand now. Velvet Sky and What's Her Face? Really? Yeah, they're part of the brand now. So there's a new show for the brand. Unfiltered Marriage ain't happening. Next week, there'll be shows, and then the week after, I'm going to be in Texas. So there's not going to be any shows in 2 weeks. Not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after. We're going to be off, and possibly the week after that, depending on when I get back. Opie Radio, go to opieradio.com, wherever you get your podcast. Subscribe to the Opie Radio podcast. StatementGames.com, go to Statement Games. Play some prop bets. You can pay to play. You got a better chance to win, but you don't have to. You win real prizes, cash gift cards, memorabilia, shit like that. That's it, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.